Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the 4 basic steps that you need in a skincare routine. So this is going to be aimed at more beginners. If you're just starting out with a skincare routine, you just want the absolute basics, the only products that you will need to start off, then this video will be for you. Or even if you just want to make sure that you're including all the essential steps in your skincare routine. I will also give a few product recommendations as well for the different steps, just to give you a little idea of what to start off with, just some basic formulas that are really effective. So just before I get into today's video as well, if skincare and beauty is your thing, then I'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button down below and also give this video a big thumbs up. So on to morning. So skincare routine in the morning for me is 3 main steps. Obviously you can add more steps in there. This is just the 3 most basic steps that you just need for any basic skincare routine. So step 1 is cleanser. So there is a bit of a debate whether you do actually need a cleanser in the morning or whether it's best just to splash your face with a bit of water and leave it. For me personally, if I wake up in the morning and my skin's really dry, doesn't look like it's oily at all, and I just don't think that it needs a cleanse, then I won't cleanse my skin, I'll just splash it with some water. But I would say the majority of the time, because I do tend to use more products on an evening as well, I think most people do, especially if you've laid up a lot of skincare and you have used thicker products on a night, you want to make sure that on the morning you are cleansing your skin just to get rid of any buildup of product and just really unclog your pores as well. If you've been sweating during the night, if any oils have built up, you want to be washing them away on the morning. So I think it really is an important step to cleanse on a morning, as I say, unless you wake up and your skin is really dry and you just don't think it does need a cleanse, then I would just leave it, give it a splash of water, just because you don't want to overly strip your skin if it is already really dry anyway. Some good, just basic cleansers that are really affordable is Cetaphil. They have one for like dry sensitive skin and more oily skin as well. I use the one for the dry sensitive skin and it's really good, super gentle, but just does the job. Cleans your skin, ready for the other steps in your skincare routine. And also the Cerave ones as well, they're really good. They're the same, you can pick the ones for your different skin types. So I have the hydrating cleanser, but they also do like foam and hydrating, foam and ones for oily skin. So there's a lot of choice there as well, and they are really affordable. You can get one for under £10 over here and under $10 in America as well. So they're just a really good starting point if you're not sure what cleanser to go for. One of them. There'll also be other ones as well that are really basic, but there's no fragrance in them, suitable for sensitive skin, so they're just a really good starting point cleanser wise. Now step 2 is moisturizer. I know a lot of people use a toner. For me personally, I don't see it as an essential step. It is a nice step. I do have a lot of toners that I do enjoy, and if you have toners as well that you enjoy or you want to try a toner, by all means get one. Don't stop using one if you've got one you enjoy it, and if you do want to go and buy one and try one, then you do you, go and try one. There is some really great toners, but personally, if I'm just wanting a really basic routine and if you're just starting off, I wouldn't spend the money on a toner over the other 3 steps in this morning routine, just because I think out of them all that is the least important. So if you wanted to add a toner or like a serum or a treatment in the morning, I'd do that after you've got your basic steps sorted. So yeah, moisturiser, it's just really important to keep the skin hydrated during the day, especially if you're going out. Also just protects it from any irritation as well when you're going outside. Just stops your skin drying out, especially when there's a lot of pollutants and environmental damages as well, like UV rays. Just really helps to protect the skin, and also helps as well if you put makeup on, just to give a nice base under your makeup. Can also help as well if you are prone to breakouts and acne if you're not putting a moisturiser on. Even though you would think putting a moisturiser on could potentially make your skin oilier and acne worse, actually does the opposite. So if you're not using a moisturiser, it can make skin problems worse. So I would say if you've got more oilier skin, I would definitely go for more of like a gel based oil-free formula. So I really like the Versed, I can't remember the name, I'll put a photo of it up, the Versed moisturiser. That's really light, it's like a gel like texture, but it's still nice and hydrating as well, but it won't make you super oily during the day. So I'm definitely going to go back to that one in the summer when I am a little bit oilier. And then if you're slightly more dry skin, Cerave, like their moisturising lotion, moisturising cream, they're really nice. I also like the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. I've done a review on that, so I'll leave that down below, and I'll also put down below my skincare routine as well that I've just done, my nighttime one for dry sensitive skin. But yeah, it's just about finding a moisturiser that's the best for your skin type, that's not gonna, if you've got dry skin, make it even drier, or if you've got oily skin, make it even oilier. So it's just finding a nice balance, but it is definitely an essential morning and night in a skincare routine to have a moisturiser. So step 3, an SPF. Even in the winter you need an SPF. I didn't think you ever did need an SPF in the winter. I thought just like spring and summer you'd need one. But even when you're inside, like now I'm using natural light, I'm sat in front of my window, UV rays can still get through the glass. So even if you're inside, you still need to be wearing an SPF, and in the winter as well, you still get the harmful UV rays. They're not as strong as in the spring and summer, but they're still there. So it's still important to protect your skin against the UVA, UVB rays, and as well wearing an SPF stops you from aging as fast, because the sun prematurely ages the skin, can cause fine lines, wrinkles, especially if you're exposed in the sun for long periods of time and you're not wearing an SPF. I'd also say a minimum of 30 as well, just to make sure you are getting as much coverage and as much protection that you do need from the sun. Also as well, I mean, we all know that if you're out in the sun for prolonged periods of time and you aren't protecting your skin, then there's a potential for getting skin cancer. And I know a lot of people are sort of a bit on the fence about chemical sunscreen. Some people love them because you don't tend to get the typical white cast that you do with a mineral sunscreen. Because chemical sunscreens do penetrate the skin, you don't tend to get that white cast, as I say. But there is some research about whether the chemicals in sunscreens can cause some damage as they do go into the skin. But for me personally, I think just as long as you're wearing an SPF, a minimum of 30, whether it is a chemical or a mineral sunscreen, whatever works best for you. Chemical ones do tend to be a little bit cheaper than the mineral ones. So at the moment I've been using the Soltan Sensitive Face Protect Sunscreen, I think it's called. I'll put it up. But it's an SPF of 50, so good for sensitive skin, really hydrating but not too greasy as well. That is a chemical sunscreen, doesn't leave a white cast, but personally I think as long as you're wearing an SPF, even if it is a chemical sunscreen, you've got a lot more chance of developing cancer with being in the sun for too long than you have off sunscreen. So I think as long as you're wearing an SPF, that is the main thing, and obviously it's your own personal choice what sort of sunscreen that you wanted to go for. But yeah, so they're the 3 steps that I think are absolutely essential in a morning routine. Obviously you could add in serums, toner, treatments, anything you wanted. You'd add them in between your cleanser and your moisturiser. But for me, those are the 3 main steps. If you're just starting out, you want a nice skincare routine, they're the 3 steps that you really need. So then on an evening, yeah, similar sort of thing really. So step 1 would be your cleanser again. But what I would say is if you are wearing sunscreen, which you should be during the day, and if you're wearing makeup as well, always double cleanse on a night. So you don't have to have 2 separate cleansers. You could just use your normal cleanser and just use it twice. That's absolutely fine. It's just the first cleanse will help to remove all your sunscreen that's on your face, any dirt and grime that's built up throughout the day. So that'll really help just to get all that off the face. And then your second cleanse will actually cleanse your skin, so it'll get into them pores, get rid of any dirt, debris, and just make it feel nice and fresh. Normally when I do wear makeup, I will go in with either like an oil cleanse or like a cleansing balm first, just to really get the eye makeup off and really break apart the makeup, just because sometimes I find if I just use my normal cleanser, it doesn't quite get all the makeup off, whereas a balm or an oil really does break it apart really well. But it's not an essential. You could just use your normal cleanser twice, just making sure that you are getting all the makeup off. So then your second cleanse is really cleansing your skin, just to making sure you're not getting any clogged pores from your makeup or your sunscreen throughout the day, just you don't want to break out, get any spots. So step 2 in the evening skincare routine would be an exfoliator. So you can get the physical exfoliating scrubs, but in my video I've just done about 10 bad skincare habits, that is one of them, using physical exfoliating scrubs. Don't get me wrong, they aren't the worst thing in the world, but using a chemical exfoliator, so like a liquid one or like more of a serum exfoliator that you can get in the little bottles like the Ordinary do, they're a lot better for your skin, they're a lot better for the environment. So I would opt for one of them over the actual physical scrubs, especially like the sugar ones are really harsh scrubs as well. But you just want, I'd say to start off with maybe just 2 or 3 times a week. Just really helps to remove the dead skin cells off the surface of your skin and to really brighten your skin as well, because obviously all them dead skin cells on your skin can cause dullness, and also when you're removing the dead skin cells and also like unclogging your pores a little bit as well, it does help your other skincare products to penetrate into the skin better. But yeah, for me this is just an essential step. I am going to make a video on the different types of exfoliators and the best ones for your skin type, just because I know some people do have more sensitive skin. So as well, it doesn't have to be a treatment as in like a serum bottle. You can get a exfoliating toner. So like the Inky List and The Ordinary, they do like glycolic acid toners. The Inky List also do a PHA toner as well, which is really good for sensitive skin, as it doesn't go as deep into the skin as like your glycolic acid. And then you've also got your salicylic acid as well. So many different types, but I would just opt going for the chemical exfoliant over the physical one, just as they're a lot more effective and they're a lot less irritating to the skin as well. And then step 3 is just to moisturise, and obviously if you've gone in with an exfoliator as well, that can dry your skin out a little bit. So if you're not moisturising, you could break out if your skin has been too stripped and is a little bit too dry. Also helps your skin not to age as quick as well by going in with your moisturiser, just because it isn't as dry, isn't as dull, so it will look a lot nicer. And overall your skin will just look a lot better if you are using your moisturiser, and if you're doing your skincare routine consistently as well every day. And then obviously once you've got your skincare routine sorted and you've got the products that work for you, you could always start introducing like a toner or a serum or just something else, add it in there. But for me, these are the basics. Get these perfected first, find what works best for your skin, what works best for your skin type, and then you can start adding in more products as you go along if you want to. But obviously everyone's skin's different, everyone has a different budget, what they can afford, what products they want to use, so it is just down to you. But these are just the basic products that I would say is a must in your skincare routine, and then anything else if you want to add it in or if you don't, that is completely up to you. But yeah, I just want to thank you all for watching my video. I will link the ones that I mentioned down below in the description box, and I'll also put in the description box the products that I did mention as like little ideas. Yeah, if you've got any feedback or anything, any videos you want to see, so always just leave a comment in the description box. Just leave a comment down below, and I hope you all have a lovely day. See you later.